very much indeed. And indeed, we're going to stay with Sally's theme there of the rising global cost of food. And we're going to look particularly at the impact it's having on the poorest parts of the world. Some areas of Ethiopia, Kenya and Somalia are experiencing one of the driest years since 1995. Crops have failed, there's substantial livestock mortality, and local cereal prices are very, very high. More than 7 million people in the region need humanitarian assistance, making this, according to a US agency, the most severe food security emergency in the world. Now, joining us on the line from Washington is Chris Hilbrunner from the Famine Early Warning Systems Network. And Chris Hilbrunner, for a start, is this all about drought, or is it more complicated than that when we look at East Africa today?
Key factors that are pushing the crisis. The first is drought. In some areas of the Eastern Horn, the rainfall over the last year has been the lowest in the past 60 years, based on some recent analysis that we've done. And this has led to widespread animal deaths, crop failure, and it's putting a lot of upward pressure on local cereal prices. The other key factor is conflict, particularly in southern Somalia. The ongoing conflict is disrupting trade, and this is putting additional pressure on prices. In addition, the conflict means that in some of the worst affected areas, humanitarian response can't reach the people who need help.
Now, Chris, you say in your latest report that large-scale emergency assistance is needed now to save lives and treat malnutrition. How many people do you believe are immediately at risk?
Well, we've been working with a series of partners over the last 6 months. World Food Program, the FAO, and some of our NGO partners to come to a consensus about how bad this crisis really is. And the consensus at this point is that at least 7 million people need emergency assistance in order to protect their livelihoods and to save lives.
In terms of getting food in, is it really a question of the food not being there, or is it the price rises making it unaffordable, even though some of it is available should the people have the money? Which is it?
Well, it's a combination. Food prices are very high. In southern Somalia right now, prices for maize and sorghum, which are the key foods eaten by the poor, are at their highest levels ever. So part of it is prices. But part of it also is availability of food on the markets. Because the harvest earlier this year were an almost complete failure, the supply on the markets in these areas isn't very good.
Chris Hilbrunner, thank you very much for joining us from Washington, D.C.